Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm in Burrillville, Rhode Island, visiting the grave of Bathsheba Sherman. Fans of the Conjuring franchise will recognize the name as the spirit who haunted the Perron family home in nearby Harrisville. I go on quite a stroll through the woods in this one, so put your Crocs in sport mode and get ready to creep along with me. My first stop was the Swansea Animal Shelter to donate some cat food that my picky eaters decided they didn't like anymore. Of course, I spotted a beautiful kitty sunning itself and just had to say hello before heading to Rhode Island.
Hello, baby.
It started off as a beautiful day, but oddly enough, it got pretty gloomy as I reached the Harrisville Cemetery. Located in Burrillville, the cemetery is situated in the Firefighters Memorial Park across the street from the fire station near the corner of Sherman Farm Road and Callahan School Street. Whew, that's a mouthful. I drove right past it, but when I turned around, there was a car parked in what I assume was the only non-handicapped spot available. Fortunately for my viewers, I found another way in. Okay, so the cemetery is here, but we can't park there because they're handicapped parking spaces. So I think since it's a park, Firefighters Memorial Park, I think we should be able to park over. Here we go. Oh, all right. Well, there's no way in. Oh my God, look at this. Creepy arrow. Do you walk up there? Yes, yes, yes. I don't know if I should take the sidewalk or the creepy arrows. The arrows would be more of an adventure. Let me put my Crocs in sport mode. Let's do this. That's right. Your girl walked up a hill and through the muggy, buggy woods just for you guys. I came across one part of the cemetery first, which for some reason was set way back from the main graveyard. A lot of the family plots were fenced off, which I totally get because I'm not a people person either. I got a little nervous that I wouldn't be able to find Bathsheba's grave, but as soon as I came to the clearing in the main cemetery, I spotted her. Right here. Bathsheba is buried with her husband Judson and children Julia, Edward, George, and Herbert. Herbert was the only child who lived past the age of 3. He married Georgiana and they had 2 sons, William and Fred. Although you won't find Fred here, the rest of the Sherman family is pretty easy to locate from the main road. A little bit about Bathsheba was allegedly she was tied to, ancestral-wise, tied to someone in the Salem witch trials. I'm not 100% sure if it was Salem, but some sort of witch ancestry. So of course, once you got that in your family, it's like having a drunk in your family. Once you have a drunk in your family, everyone's drunk. So she was alleged to be a witch, and unfortunately, it seems like the legend is that she had a baby in her care, or she killed children, but she specifically had a baby in her care, and the baby died, and the baby was found to have a needle in its skull, and they're saying that she did that to appease the demons. So baby was a sacrifice, but I don't know if any of that's true. There's a lot of overlap between fact and fiction with this woman, and like I said, she lived till 73, so it's not like the rumor is that she hung herself on the property that is now the alleged Conjuring house, in Harrisville, Rhode Island, where the Perron family grew up. And that's where the Ed and Lorraine Warren, our buddies from Connecticut, they came down to do an investigation because they were getting, demonic entities and creepy things happening over there. So, but they were saying that it was her spirit that was haunting that property. But who knows? That was a long time ago. But I mean, first of all, she didn't hang herself. She died of paralysis, so she probably had a stroke. And for 1885, I mean, she lived till 73. That's a long time. These people dropped off at like 35 years old. So she hung in there for a while. I don't think she hung herself. Definitely not. You know, it's tough to live down this folklore, but I mean, her name is part of local history and now, you know, Hollywood history too, because this whole franchise has been made into a quite the money-making franchise. Well, Bathsheba, I don't know if you haunted the Perron family. I don't think you did. I think there was a haunting at the Perron family house. It's probably somebody else. But now I hear that Matt Rife is getting involved in this whole thing, and I wonder if he's been here. Maybe he's here now. No, I don't see him. Nope. Oh, is that it? No, not him. That was close. But allegedly, I heard he was trying to buy the Perron property, so we'll see about that. But I think he owns the Annabelle doll. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with the world of Ed and Lorraine Warren's legacy, but I probably will visit their graves at some point, but they're pretty far out in Connecticut. To give you some backstory on this Harrisville farmhouse, the Perron family, Dad Roger, Mom Carolyn, and 5 daughters, moved into the home in 1971. They reported numerous paranormal experiences, which drew the attention of famed demonologists Ed and Lorraine Warren. Years later, both the Perron and the Warren families were portrayed on the big screen in the movie The Conjuring. Bathsheba was the featured antagonist of the film, having possessed the matriarch of the Perron clan. Bathsheba was also said to be in cahoots with the demon that was possessing Annabelle, the Raggedy Ann doll said to be one of the most deadly of all haunted objects. In July of this year, one of Annabelle's handlers died suddenly at age 54. It's time to make my way out of the woods. So after paying my respects to the Sherman family, I found this cool tombstone which helped point me in the right direction. Literally. Okay, the fact that this is the way out and there's an arrow pointing up, that is really, really, really weird. That tombstone wasn't the only weird thing I'd encounter on my way out. Judging from this noise, it sounds like maybe someone was trying to get out of their coffin to say goodbye to me. Oh my God. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? I don't know what that noise was, and I wasn't about to stick around and find out. I think it sounded like an old casket opening, don't you? Anyway, I was off to my next location, 1677 Round Top Road in Harrisville. In other words, the Conjuring House. The Conjuring House is privately owned, and there is absolutely no trespassing. It's also on a busy street, so these images are unfortunately the best you'll get from me today. All right, so there's nobody here right now. This is the Conjuring House, 1667 Round Top Road, I believe. That is private property. Beware of dog. I don't blame them. Yeah, 1667 right here. And that's the house. And this is the property. And I'm sure they're used to people looking. Can't really see much with the overgrowth. But where's Matt? Is he here? There it is. There's the house. Oh. I'm going to cause a traffic situation. I don't want to do that. Now I can see why these people want it private. But it looks like something's going on because we got trailers, we got all kinds of stuff over here. Private property. wish I could get next to it, but it's just not going to happen. Oh, I must be on the cameras right now. Bye, guys. It was starting to get really dark, so I took myself to one of my favorite antique stores in nearby Greenville. Stillwater Antique Center is a great place to spend some time and creep around, and there is just so much to look at. I actually collect these little friars, but this one seemed to have a girlfriend, and I really didn't want to break them up. I decided to end the day with a creepy movie, so I drove to the theater in Lincoln to see Weapons. The movie was a lot of fun, and I pretty much had the place to myself. On my way home, it started absolutely downpouring, but I was able to make out this devilish license plate. Well, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. And remember, although Bathsheba might not have been an evil spirit, I'm not too sure about Annabelle.